Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to this channel. To our anonymous supporters, thank you so much. You are loved. To our channel members, thank you so much. To all of you, my esteemed subscribers, thank you for all that you do. All right, today I'm taking your mind. Today, just be prepared. Like, I'm gonna prepare your mind because what is coming is hot. I'm bringing it to you as they hot. So, if your pastors, your preachers believe that Yeshua is coming soon, truly, why do they have to buy houses and bulletproof cars? These are not my words. These are the words of the pastor we're gonna listen to soon. And I got this content from, yeah, she's on YouTube as Mama Grace, I think, so you can check her out. She have content, thought-provoking content. I believe as a person that we are not living here forever. We're not living in this life forever. One day we're gonna leave. So all the beautiful houses, beautiful faces, bodies, cars, all our children, everything we hold dear, we will leave those things or they will leave us one day. So nothing lasts forever. And that's why it's good to make use of the opportunities you have to always do the right thing. Always do the right thing. Always do the right thing. It's not easy, but we have to struggle. We have to strive. When we live this life, that is our own end time. That is it. The moment we live this life, that is when our own end time has come. And we are living this life, it's not that the story hasn't ended. Our story do not end while we live here. Yeah, it might end to these people here, but in the spiritual realm, we are just beginning another life. And that's why it is said, I believe most of you have heard this, dying is the beginning of life. Because we're just transitioning from this to the other one. So I just hope you get this. Let me not just dive too much into it so I don't get some of you confused. But the truth is, the what we see is not even up to what we cannot see. So I'm seated here right now. There are other beings around me. I can't see them with my eye, and that's what we keep talking about, the third eye. The inner eye. The eye that shows us what our eyes of the flesh cannot see. And that's why, again, it is said that this body of ours is like a prison that is holding our abilities. There are things that we do. Sometimes when you go to bed to sleep, you see your spirit. There are things you can do when you're sleeping. There are things you achieve while you sleep. But when you wake up, you see yourself and you're like, was it me that did that? Yes, because this body of ours is a prison. We're all trapped in this body. So by the time we grow past this flesh of ours, we are sent to another level. I don't know. Okay, let's just leave it here. So I'm going to take you to this pastor right now so that you listen to what he has to say and we take it up from there.
For you, but the best. People don't want the truth. People say they want the truth, but when you tell them the truth, they hate you for telling them the truth. Because the illusion of heaven, that is the problem, the illusion. Listen to me. If heaven is truly there, why is the Pope sitting in a bulletproof car? If you want to go to heaven and you must die before going to heaven, when you are sick, why do you go to hospital to get strong? For what reason?
You were a pastor.
I'm telling you, if you believe that Jesus is coming soon, this world is going to Naniti say in Kutoa. Why are pastors buying land and building houses? Why are they investing money in building houses? Just imagine. But people don't want to listen to the truth. I'm not saying don't buy a house. I'm not saying don't get this. They are good. But the message we are giving out is leading to frustration. It's frustrating people. So people listen to what I was going to say before. Paul said that when he came to the knowledge of Christ, when he gained the knowledge of Christ, he said, I'm a Pharisee among Pharisees. When it has to do with the law, I am perfect. All this, I've sat under the feet. He was showing you his credentials, his experience. Then he said that to all this I count as dung, that I may win Christ, I may gain Christ. The things that Paul said, name, travel, connection, money, and all these things, that the number of houses, who do you know, and all that. He said when he came to the knowledge of Christ consciousness, he said those things he considered as baller. Now, those things that he may gain Christ, those things Paul said he considered as baller, they are those things we are using as yardstick, as standard for successful ministry. So if you don't have connection, then you are not respected, you are not in ministry. What kind of car do you drive? What kind of membership do you? Who were Paul's? Then Jesus has failed. Peter has failed.
Brutal.
So now we are building an empire for ourselves to make a name, to make a point, prove a point. I got no point to prove to anybody. We have no point to prove anybody than to please him who is in us, working through us for all things. For it is in him we live, move, and have our being. And when we know, if any man should boast, let him boast. Let not the rich man boast in his wisdom. Let not the wise man boast in his wisdom, the rich man in his wisdom, and the strong man in his strength. If any man boast, let him boast of this one thing, that he knows me, God, and understands my way. John chapter 4, Jesus talking to the woman. Who is a woman? When it comes to prophetic symbology, woman represents the church. He was talking to the church, religious setup. He said, they said, it is on the mountain that we worship. The Jews say it is in Jerusalem. Jesus said, no. God is spirit. Christ consciousness move away, takes God essence from places, location, to self. To self. And Jesus said to the woman, you worship what you know not. But we worship what you know. Salvation is of the Jews. What does it mean? You can go to church but don't know God. You can give tithe, but you don't know God. And that's what is happening. If people truly know God, then Ghana should have been changed. I was telling somebody, go to Lagos. Winners Chapel is one of the largest churches. When you come to Accra, you can see the big churches. 12 people, disciples. Bible said when the apostles, when they got to a city, they said, these are the men who turned the world upside down. And they change everywhere.
Nipa 12.
Nipa 12. Yet, a church can have 10,000 members, 50,000 books, 100,000 cathedral members. Yet that community cannot be called a Christian community. So what are we doing?
Enlightenment.
Showing off. When church becomes a fashion runway, whatever, people want to impress. Impress who? We are suppressing each other in the name of praising God. That's why fear is holding people. Because they don't know who to offend. And we want to go to, okay, go to heaven. Go. Let's leave this place. What if this place is heaven? This is the heaven we are living in. This is the heaven we have created hell out of it. This place we are living is the heaven we have created hell out of it.
Thy kingdom come.
He said, and your will, listen to the prayer, and your will be done on earth. What are you willing? Let it be on this earth. So if you are willing,
as it is in heaven,
as it is in heaven. What is in the heaven? Your mind is your heaven. As it is in your mind, David said, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable. If our heart and our mouth are not in alignment, we are fake. People say one thing, but their heart, they are wishing you evil. That's why the earth is not. You see how Ghana is, the spiritual climate over Ghana. It shows the nature of the people, what the people have become.
They don't want to hear.
What the people have become.
They don't want to know. They don't want to think, some of them. It's
what
sad.
The people have become.
So sad.
Yes. And when people decide to follow unrighteousness, they believe in the liars than those that are speaking the truth. They'll support the liars to fight those that. People with religious mind will kill their Messiah, celebrating the one who is oppressing them.
Your Majesties, we have heard all this, and most at times I'm like, ooh, so-called Christians, we have a lot of work to do. When it comes to spirituality, we have a lot of work. We are so empty. Like, sometimes when you listen to people who should be Christians communicate their act, you're like, but where, why, how, what is happening? Because we have lost it. We have lost it, and we have to look for it. We have to go search for it. we have to go search for ourselves. There's a lot we have missed up in life. There's a lot we have turned upside down. I tell you. Now, most of these pastors, most of these prophets, most of these people we hold dear, we look at them as everything. They know the truth, but most of the times they don't say the truth. They wouldn't tell you what is what. And sometimes this is done deliberately. Because if they tell you the truth and you know the truth, you wouldn't bow to them. You wouldn't give them what they always ask you for. You wouldn't respect them as they want you to respect them, because already you also know what they know. Just same thing with the supremacists, same thing with those who have dealt with the world. Same with the Vatican. The truth is there. But they wouldn't say the truth to you, because when they tell you the truth, when they are going off the truth, you know already that they are going off the right thing. And you will challenge them. So they will hide the truth from you and do the evil and initiate all of us into some cults through whatever. And they tie our senses, they capture our consciousness into them. And all of these things are done before our eyes, but we don't see it because we don't even know what is what. So we follow like sheep that's been led to the slaughterhouse without asking a word, without questioning. While in the real sense, we are not sheep. We are 9 ether beings. We are created by the Creator. We are direct image of the Almighty. And you think the Almighty will have to ridicule himself and put us in a particular state, or the state we are right now? Because this is the worst state we are as human beings on earth right now. Humans are not used as objects, as things to grant success to some other people. We don't care anymore. We don't value ourselves anymore. And all thanks to religion. And a lot of us still we don't see anything wrong with this. Woo! What do you think? Leave your comments and thoughts there at the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always your majesties. Bye for now.